Ever wondered why Japanese Valentine's Day seems like it's from another planet compared to the Western version? Perhaps you're curious about why it's so unique or how it came to be. We're about to embark on an adventure that delves into the heart of this fascinating celebration. From its history and traditions to its modern-day implications, this journey promises to be as sweet as the chocolate treats it's famous for. Well, buckle up as we journey through time and explore the fascinating world of Japanese Valentine's Day. The story of Japanese Valentine's Day begins in the 1950s, a time of great change in Japan. The nation was in the midst of a transformation, both economically and culturally, following the end of World War II. It was a period marked by the infusion of Western influences, and amidst this cultural shift, Valentine's Day was introduced to Japan. This introduction, interestingly enough, was not a deliberate cultural exchange, but rather a marketing strategy by a chocolate company. Yes, you heard it right. The sweet, heart-shaped tradition of Valentine's Day in Japan was born out of a business venture. The company's intention was to popularize the Western tradition of gifting chocolates on February 14th, hoping it would boost their sales. But the road to love is never smooth, and neither was the introduction of Valentine's Day in Japan. The initial attempt to launch this tradition was, quite frankly, a flop. The reason? A simple yet crucial misunderstanding of Western traditions. In the West, Valentine's Day is typically a mutual exchange, where both men and women give and receive gifts. However, the marketing campaign in Japan ended up emphasizing only one half of this equation. The advertisements focused heavily on women giving chocolates to men, which led to the perception that Valentine's Day was a day for women to express their feelings to men. This was a stark contrast to the Western tradition, and it caused a great deal of confusion. Despite the initial failure, the company didn't back down. They refined their approach, continuing to promote Valentine's Day as a day of love and chocolate. Slowly but surely, the tradition started to gain traction. The idea of expressing affection through the gift of chocolate began to resonate with the Japanese people. Despite a rocky start, Valentine's Day in Japan was here to stay, and it would soon take on a life of its own. The unique way that Valentine's Day is celebrated in Japan today is a testament to the country's ability to adapt foreign traditions and make them their own. A story will continue in the next scene. Japanese Valentine's Day took a turn from its Western counterpart, evolving into a unique tradition by the 1970s. In contrast to the West, where men are typically the ones to shower women with gifts and affection, in Japan, it's the women who take the lead. This shift was not a sudden one, but a gradual change that saw women giving chocolates to men. This practice stems from a marketing strategy by Japanese confectionery companies in the mid-20th century, and it's stuck, becoming an integral part of the culture and tradition. Now, let's delve into the different kinds of chocolates that women gift. First, there's girichoko, or obligation chocolate. This is given out of social obligation to male coworkers, bosses, and friends. It's not about love or romance, but rather a token of appreciation and respect. Then, there's honmei choco, or true feeling chocolate. This is where the romance comes in. Women give this chocolate to someone they have romantic feelings for. It's often homemade or an expensive brand, symbolizing the effort and cost the woman is willing to invest in the relationship. This tradition has significant social and cultural implications. It challenges the stereotype of men as the primary gift givers, instead placing women in the driver's seat. It also provides a platform for women to express their feelings in a society that often values reserve and subtlety. This practice has also led to some interesting dynamics in the workplace, where women have to navigate the delicate balance of giving their male colleagues girichoko without giving the wrong impression. However, it's important to note that this tradition isn't about obligation or pressure. It's about expressing gratitude, respect, and love in a unique and fun way. So, Japanese Valentine's Day became a day for women to express their feelings, but the story doesn't end there. In 1978, another twist was added to the Valentine's Day saga in Japan. This exciting chapter in the story of love and chocolates is called White Day, and it's an innovative response to Valentine's Day where men have the chance to return the favor. White Day was born out of a sweet idea, and quite literally so. A marshmallow manufacturer in Fukuoka, inspired by the exchange of gifts on Valentine's Day, proposed a day where men could reciprocate. This idea was quickly adopted and expanded beyond marshmallows to include a plethora of confections. On this day, it's customary for men to give gifts to the women who gifted them chocolates on Valentine's Day. But here's the catch. The return gifts are expected to be 2 to 3 times more valuable than what they received. This practice is known as sanbai gaishi, or triple return. This tradition further emphasized Japan's unique take on Valentine's Day. Unlike the Western concept of Valentine's Day, where the exchange of gifts is mutual, the Japanese version had a clear distinction between the roles of men and women. White Day served as a perfect complement to Valentine's Day, creating a balanced cycle of giving and receiving. It added another layer of anticipation and excitement to the whole experience. The women who had poured their hearts into making homemade chocolates on Valentine's Day now looked forward to what they would receive on White Day. Interestingly, while this tradition started in Japan, it has now spread to several other Asian countries such as South Korea and Taiwan, further cementing its place in the cultural tapestry of the region. The birth of White Day added a new dimension to the celebration of love in Japan. It reinforced the culture of gift-giving and reciprocation and added a sense of balance and equality to the festivities. With the addition of White Day, the Japanese had created a truly unique Valentine's Day experience. A tale of love and chocolates doubled in delight and trebled in return. Fast forward to the present day, Japanese Valentine's Day is a beloved tradition with deep cultural roots. Steeped in a mix of imported customs and homegrown sentiments, it's a day that has been transformed into a unique celebration of love and friendship. Modern Japanese Valentine's Day revolves around the giving of chocolates. But it's not just any chocolate, it's the thought and intent behind them that count. Girichoko, or obligation chocolate, is given to colleagues, classmates, and friends, a nod to the societal emphasis on harmony and appreciation. Then we have honmei choco, or true feelings chocolate. These are often handmade and given to express genuine affection towards a loved one, a significant other, or someone the giver has romantic feelings for. It's a day where unspoken feelings find their sweet expression. In recent years, we've also seen a rise in the practice of jibun choco, or self-chocolates, where individuals treat themselves to luxury chocolates, celebrating self-love and self-care. This day holds a special place in the Japanese calendar. It's a day that fosters interpersonal relationships, a day that encourages expressions of appreciation, and a day that celebrates love in all its forms. Japanese Valentine's Day has evolved over time, but its essence remains the same. It's a day of heartfelt expressions and sweet gestures that transcend the material aspect of gift-giving. Whether it's through girichoko, honmei choco, or a White Day return gift, Japanese Valentine's Day continues to be a distinctive celebration of love and appreciation. So there you have it, the fascinating journey of Japanese Valentine's Day. We've traced its origins, explored the delightful twist in tradition where women gift chocolates to men, and the birth of White Day as a response. The essence of this day in Japan today is a tapestry woven with threads of cultural shifts, marketing strategies, and heartfelt emotions. Next time you think of Valentine's Day, remember the unique twists and turns of its celebration in Japan, and maybe even incorporate some of them into your own celebrations.